Hey there, what's up YouTube? It's Social Celebrity Lifestyle here, and I've got some juicy tea that's going to blow your minds. Today, we're going to be diving deep into some major bombshell footage that Jay-Z just dropped about Diddy and Steve Harvey. Trust me, this is the kind of content you're not going to want to miss. Now, we all know that Jay-Z and Diddy go way back. They're two of the biggest names in the music industry, and they've had their fair share of ups and downs over the years. But what we didn't know is that Jay-Z has been sitting on some seriously scandalous footage that's about to turn the entire entertainment world upside down. And get this, it's not just Diddy that's involved. Apparently, Steve Harvey, the renowned TV personality and entrepreneur, is also caught up in all of this drama. Can you believe it? I mean, Steve Harvey is known for being the ultimate hype man and motivational speaker, but it looks like he's been keeping some pretty big secrets. So, what exactly is in this footage that Jay-Z has been holding on to? And how is it going to affect the careers and reputations of these two industry giants? Well, buckle up, because we're about to take a wild ride. By the time this video is over, you're going to be begging for more. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications, because you're not going to want to miss a single second of this juicy, drama-filled saga. Let's get started, shall we? All right, let's start from the beginning. Back in the early 2000s, Jay-Z, Diddy, and Steve Harvey were all at the height of their respective careers. Jay-Z was dominating the rap game with his iconic albums and collaborations. Diddy was building his Sean John empire and making waves in the world of hip-hop and R&B. And Steve Harvey was just starting to make a name for himself as a successful TV host and comedian. But behind the scenes, there was a lot of tension and rivalry brewing between these three powerhouses. It's no secret that the music industry can be a cutthroat business, and these guys were all vying for the top spot. Rumor has it that there was a major falling out between Jay-Z and Diddy over a lucrative business deal that went sour. The details are still a bit murky, but what we do know is that the two friends turned foes were no longer seeing eye to eye. And somehow, Steve Harvey got caught in the middle of it all. Now, this is where things start to get really juicy. Apparently, Jay-Z managed to get his hands on some incriminating footage that shows Diddy and Steve Harvey in a compromising position. We're talking about a secret meeting, shady behind-the-scenes dealings, the whole 9 yards. And get this, the footage is said to be from over a decade ago, back when Diddy and Steve were still working closely together on various business ventures. It's like a real-life version of Scandal or Power, and we're all just sitting on the edge of our seats waiting to see what's going to happen next. According to the rumors, Jay-Z has been sitting on this footage for years, waiting for the perfect moment to unleash it on the world. And let me tell you, that moment has finally arrived. All right, are you ready for this? From what we've been able to gather, the footage that Jay-Z has been holding on to shows Diddy and Steve Harvey engaged in some pretty sketchy behavior. The video starts with Diddy and Steve meeting up in a dimly lit, private room. They're both looking around nervously, like they're worried about being caught. And then, the real drama starts to unfold. Diddy pulls out a briefcase and opens it up, revealing what appears to be a massive stack of cash. He then starts counting it out, handing it over to Steve, who is grinning from ear to ear. It's clear that this is some kind of shady financial transaction, but the details are still a bit murky. As the footage continues, Diddy and Steve start discussing some sort of business deal, something about a new TV network or production company that they're trying to get off the ground. But the way they're talking, it's obvious that they're trying to keep this all under wraps. They're using code words and looking over their shoulders, like they're worried about being overheard. And then, the bombshell moment happens. Diddy suddenly pulls out a folder and hands it to Steve, saying something about the insurance policy. Steve takes it, his eyes going wide, and he starts flipping through the pages, nodding along with a sinister grin on his face. At this point, it's clear that Diddy and Steve are up to no good. They're exchanging money, discussing secret business deals, and passing around some kind of insurance policy that seems to be keeping them both in check. It's like something straight out of a mafia movie. The footage then cuts to a later scene, where Diddy and Steve are meeting up again. This time, they're in a more public setting, but they're still being incredibly discreet. They're whispering to each other, looking around nervously, and then Diddy hands Steve another envelope, saying something about the next installment. Now, We all know that Diddy and Steve Harvey are both successful, powerful men in the entertainment industry. But this footage paints a very different picture of them. It suggests that they've been involved in some shady, underhanded dealings for years, and that they're both willing to do whatever it takes to protect their reputations and keep their secrets under wraps. So, what happens now that Jay-Z has finally decided to drop this bombshell footage? Well, let me tell you, the entertainment world is about to be turned upside down. The moment Jay-Z released the footage, it immediately went viral. Everybody and their mother was talking about it, and the internet was absolutely buzzing with speculation and theories. People were digging deep, trying to uncover more details about what was really going on between Diddy and Steve Harvey. And let me tell you, the fallout has been nothing short of epic. Both Diddy and Steve have been scrambling to try and do damage control, but it's just not working. The evidence is just too damning, and the public is demanding answers. Diddy has been trying to downplay the whole thing, saying that the footage is taken out of context and that he and Steve were just discussing a business opportunity, but nobody's buying it. The optics of the whole situation are just too sketchy, and people are starting to question everything about Diddy's past and his business dealings. And as for Steve Harvey, well, he's been trying to play the shocked and appalled card, but it's not working. The fact that he was so deeply involved in these shady transactions with Diddy has completely shattered his image as the wholesome, family-friendly TV personality that we all thought he was. People are starting to dig into Steve's past, and they're finding all kinds of questionable behavior and connections. It's like a can of worms has been opened, and the public is not letting go until they get to the bottom of it all. The fallout has been so intense that both Diddy and Steve have been forced to cancel various TV appearances and business deals. They're basically in hiding, trying to figure out their next move. But the damage has already been done, and it's going to be a long road to redemption for these two industry giants. And let's not forget about Jay-Z. He's been sitting back and watching all of this unfold with a smug grin on his face. After all, this is his moment to shine. He's finally getting his revenge on Diddy and Steve, and he's doing it in the most epic way possible. But the real question is, what's next? Will Jay-Z continue to release more damning footage, or will he just sit back and let Diddy and Steve destroy themselves? And what about the rest of the entertainment industry? Are they going to start looking over their shoulders, wondering if Jay-Z has any more skeletons in his closet? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. This is the kind of drama that's going to keep us all glued to our screens for a long, long time. Wow, can you believe all of that? I mean, who would have thought that Jay-Z, one of the most successful and influential hip-hop artists of all time, would end up becoming a tech investor and co-founder of a company like Roc Nation? It just goes to show how dynamic and multifaceted the entertainment industry can be. Looking back on Jay-Z's career trajectory, it's clear that he's always been a savvy businessman with an eye for spotting emerging trends and opportunities. From his early days hustling on the streets of Brooklyn to becoming a global superstar, he's constantly reinvented himself and diversified his portfolio. The launch of Roc Nation in 2008 was a pivotal moment, as it allowed him to leverage his industry connections and business acumen to become a powerhouse in the music, sports, and entertainment management space. But what's really remarkable is how Jay-Z has been able to translate his success in the entertainment world into the tech industry. His investment in companies like Uber, Coinbase, and Robinhood demonstrate his ability to identify promising technologies and capitalize on them. It's a testament to his forward-thinking mindset and his willingness to take calculated risks. Of course, Jay-Z's transition into tech hasn't been without its challenges. As with any industry, there have been setbacks and controversies along the way. The recent issues surrounding Roc Nation's management practices and the ongoing debate around cryptocurrency regulation are just a few examples. But through it all, Jay-Z has remained resilient and adaptable, constantly evolving to stay ahead of the curve. Ultimately, Jay-Z's story is an inspiring one, not just for aspiring artists and entrepreneurs, but for anyone who dreams of breaking out of their comfort zone and reinventing themselves. His ability to seamlessly navigate between the worlds of music, business, and technology is truly remarkable, and it serves as a testament to the power of innovation, determination, and a willingness to take risks. As we look towards the future, it will be fascinating to see what new ventures and innovations Jay-Z has in store. One thing is for sure, he's not slowing down anytime soon, and his influence and impact on the entertainment and tech industries will continue to be felt for years to come.